Now we'll move on to question number 3, and the question reads, for 3A, explain and illustrate why surgeons earn more than bus drivers in Singapore. So we need to recognize that surgeons are high-skilled workers and bus drivers are essentially low-skilled workers, and because surgeons are high-skilled workers, the demand for surgeon is high whereas the supply is low. And for bus drivers, as they are low-skilled workers, the demand is low, but the supply is high. This will then explain why the surgeons earn more than the bus drivers in Singapore. The question also requires us to illustrate. So firstly, we'll need to draw the demand and supply for high-skilled workers. So we can draw the downward sloping demand curve for high-skilled workers. Demand for high-skilled workers and the supply for high-skilled workers. So this is the wage for high-skilled workers. In this case, it is the surgeon. Now we're going to draw for the bus driver, because the demand for bus driver is low. Therefore, we need to draw the demand curve for low-skilled workers to the left of the demand curve for high-skilled workers. So this is the demand for low-skilled workers. In this case, is the bus driver. The demand for low-skilled workers is lesser than the demand for high-skilled workers. Therefore, the demand curve for low-skilled workers is to the left of the demand curve for high-skilled workers. Whereas the supply is very high, so because the supply is very high, we have to draw the supply curve for low-skilled workers to the right of the high-skilled workers. This is the supply for low-skilled workers. Because there is a higher supply of low-skilled workers as compared to the high-skilled workers, in this case the surgeon. So this is the wage for low-skilled workers, where the supply for low-skilled workers equal the demand for low-skilled workers. At this rate point, at this rate intersection point, this is the wage for low-skilled workers. So this will complete the illustration as to why the bus driver, they will usually command a lesser salary as compared to the surgeons, who will then command a higher salary. Now for part 3B, what would be an effective way for unions of bus drivers to bring about higher wage rate for its member? Number one is to increase the productivity of bus drivers by sending them for upgrading courses, send them for training courses, and because of that, it will increase the demand for these bus drivers, and hence their wages will increase, and the level of employment will also increase.